in my mind, what comes to my mind is former Soviet Union, so I just think of that. So I think a very regulated lifestyle, I guess. I guess if I have to have a picture, I think of some kind of coat covering and then tied here. I think of the Roma people, like gypsy, I guess. What else? I think I'm good at gymnastics. I think of light skin. Well, depending on Roma people, dark skin, typically white skin.
Kind of poor than the Western and immigrants from Eastern Europe to Western Europe they try to enjoy the
Question. I think Polish people, they steal everything when you go there. They steal cars and they're dealing with drugs. But also all the German people are going there for shopping and everything. So that's a good thing about Poland.
They have a weird accent.
Okay.
Well, the stereotype in Germany is that they steal stuff that they come here and steal. It's not really that good, but...
Anything else? Any other stereotypes?
Well, from the history, they're pretty socialist still. Really into family and relationships and all that. Yeah, but just not.
Well, they're very strict with themselves, and they can drink a lot of alcohol. And maybe some general things which I don't really share, but a lot of people say that they steal a lot, or that there's a lot of human trafficking, or that they like blue eyeshadow. Yeah,
nice.
That's it.
Drunk. They always say that they drink a lot and that they are criminals and lazy.
They're smart. Actually, yeah, they're smart in my opinion, and then they're kind of lazy. They're tall, I guess, and they are good looking for both for the man and the woman.
Okay. What do you think about the stereotype that Eastern Europeans dress extravagantly?
Yes, in my country, in Romania, many people dress extravagantly, but there are some few people who dress normal. But in Romania, most of the people dress extravagantly.
I don't agree with that because I haven't noticed that in Latvia a lot.
This is so not true. No, they want to dress to impress, let's say, but it never happens really. No.
Okay.
No, that's so not.
Because the east is also really separated to the north and to the center. I think the cultures, but closer to Russia and Bulgarians maybe and Romanians, they are more outgoing and more flashy personalities. But people from the north, I don't really consider that part going out.
Okay. That they drink a lot of alcohol?
They all do, but they say it because of the cold weather, but it's in that part.
Yeah, I'm same in this category.
About Romanians?
And Romanians drink, but not so much, but we drink a lot of alcohol.
Okay.
I could agree with that.
Yeah?
It's true.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
No, everybody does.
This is not true again, I think so. Maybe they drink more than Western European, but it's not so much like Russians,
Okay.
It lies more on more educated people and less educated people. Also, it depends where you're from. If you're from a big city, you have different ambitions and you like to do more stuff besides alcohol and drinking. If you're from a small town or village, there's not a lot of things to do. Then yes, you can apply this stereotype to
The stereotype that Eastern Europeans steal a lot, especially car stealing?
Well, it is also depends on the people. If you're more educated, you have more interest, you want to do something with your life. Some people who have never seen the world, so to say, how to live. Oh yeah, I'm gonna steal something. Yeah, it's true. 50-50, I would say that.
Okay. It's a big problem for us, for example, in Poland. We don't really tend to go there. Yeah, for us, from Estonia to the south, we are a little bit more afraid of the cultures there because Ukraine, Poland is problematic.
It depends who. It depends. There's variation.
Okay.
So yeah. I don't know. In Hungary, for example, we have a stereotype about gypsies that they steal. So yeah.
And
Maybe only gypsies steal, but this is because their social position.
okay.
That's the reason.
No, no, not all the people steal.
No, I don't agree.
That the integration in Europe of the Eastern European countries isn't that good, especially when it comes to the economy, and that they're still like very socialist in their way of economy.
Well, yeah, kinda. Especially today when a lot of Latvians are not satisfied with the whole Europe economic crisis.
Tricky one. I think that a lot of Eastern European countries are behind their economically advanced countries, like 20, 30 years behind. So they need to catch up. And yeah, this is quite difficult, I believe it is.
Yeah, from my country the economy crash wasn't so big. We came out from that really fast, but considering Poland, Latvia, Lithuania, it hasn't been so good in the way. And yeah, it's really quite personal. I see a person from my country coming to the West, they don't have so many problems, financially or economically. They find.
In my opinion, these Europeans don't integrate in social life with other.
They don't integrate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the stereotype that there's a lot of human trafficking from the Eastern European countries to the Western?
I don't know about the subject, but I don't think it's so much traffic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a common problem in my country too. So yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Yes, and it's more from from the south side.
I've heard this kind of issues. It's more like advertising, yeah, I'm gonna be your wife or something like that. Just buy a wife from Russia.
Or the stereotype about prostitutes, a lot of prostitutes that they go to Western Europe.
Yeah. It also depends on the person, where he grew up, what kind of life he had, or she in this case. So yeah, well, it happens. I know it happens. Hopefully it will be diminished.
Eastern Europeans are poor.
Some of them, yeah.
Eastern Europeans drink.
I really don't believe that. This is not true for sure.
Okay. The last one, that they are very into family relationships and that family is very important.
Yeah, that's true. It's really important, the family in our society, especially in the Romania and Bulgaria, like such kind, but in the Balkan countries.
Okay.
I can say that it's really important.
Okay.
I don't think so. Not important.